Right now, though, we are talking about our second date update. We're trying to help out Thomas and get him set back up on another date with this girl, Stephanie. Interesting enough, they've been on 2 dates, and he's actually already met the parents.
Right. Well, they did it at a Lightning game. It was like her dad's tickets or seats or something like that,
yeah.
just company. So, but he said everything was great, and he's like, I wasn't like too drunk, didn't get out of hand or any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Something happened at the game, though, obviously.
It had to. So we have Stephanie on hold right now. Let's see if we can get some answers out of her. Stephanie, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, thanks for hanging on. We appreciate it. I know Kevin kind of ran it down for you a little bit that we wanted to talk to you on the air about a date you went on and just kind of go through this date you had with this guy, Thomas. That's still cool with you to talk to you?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, we heard about the first date. It went well. I guess you guys just grabbed some dinner or something like that. And he said that you guys were laughing, having a good time, and you invited him to a Lightning game. I guess your dad's got some good seats, and that's a big step right there. He's going to meet the parents and all that. But now, since that Lightning game and since hanging out with your folks, he hasn't heard anything from you, and is just kind of confused. And we wanted to know why you're not getting back to him.
Which, it all surprises me that, he's confused and needed to do this to figure it out. I'm like, be more self-aware, my guy.
Oh, man. Okay, well, what does he need to be self-aware about?
The fact that he was so inappropriate.
How so?
So he told you clearly know, this was around my parents. And I also wasn't like, oh, I want you to meet my parents. It was like, hey, I just happen to have these tickets because of my parents. They're going to be there, right? But, he knows that these are my parents. It's also my dad's company. There's coworkers, employees around. And he was just so inappropriate in the way that he behaved, the jokes he told, the way he spoke to my mom. It was so gross.
Uh-oh.
Was he disrespectful?
I definitely think it was disrespectful. He basically was like, as soon as he meets my mom, it's like, whoa, now I know where Stephanie gets all her good looks from, Mom, because you're so hot.
Ooh.
And it was just gross.
Just kind of a weird compliment.
Yeah, and he just kept saying a version of that all night.
Moms like to be told they're hot sometimes.
I don't know if you do that when you're on a date.
But yeah. No, that's weird. I get it, girl. I get it.
And it was in front of my dad, too, which is weird. And he basically, Thomas, he was drinking a bunch. The jokes just kept getting worse.
He wasn't hitting on your mom, was he?
Well, that's kind of what it felt like, right? I mean, isn't calling someone hot hitting on them?
Yeah, I understand complimenting her, but in a weird way, that could be a little strange for sure.
Well, he would take me into these bear hugs and keep his arm around me and kiss my cheeks, and it's all in front of my parents. And I'm like, this is our second date, dude. It was just, I was so embarrassed and cringed the whole time.
Okay,
it's too much.
Well, Stephanie, we do have Thomas on the phone with us, and I'd love to bring him back on if that'd be cool. Just kind of get his side of things. Would that be all right?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, cool. Thomas, you just heard what Stephanie had to say. I mean, is that kind of accurate of what went down?
For the record, Stephanie, I didn't say your mom was hot. I said she was a smoke show. She's a good-looking broad. I didn't think that was out of place.
Oh, boy.
And also, I was not, I wouldn't say inappropriately drunk. I was loud, had several beers, but everybody did. I wasn't constantly putting you in a bear hug or, constantly kiss me on the cheek. Yes, I did sidearm you, and yes, I did plant one on you. I just thought that was going to be a cute, hey, look, you meet your daughter getting along. If you felt the way the series of events went down that I overstepped my boundaries, I'm sorry, but I thought everybody was having a good time, especially with all the hooting and hollering everybody around us was doing. I didn't notice anything was amiss.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Listen, Thomas, this was our second date, and it was in front of someone's parents. Right? And so if you can't understand certain boundaries and what's appropriate to say in front of my dad, it just doesn't, it was not a good look.
Well, okay. Well, to be fair, when you said your parents are going to be there, I was like, oh, awesome. This girl's got chill vibe. She doesn't even care that it's our second date and her mom and dad are going to be there. I thought that meant that, we were on very good terms. There wasn't anything I don't know. I didn't actually have to watch my mouth or my behavior. I thought my behavior was completely valid for somebody meeting a date's parents on the second
Yeah,
day.
well, and this is why it's a big red flag that you're like, I did fine. Like, I was mortified afterwards, too. My parents were like, what was that? Who is that? Like, they were, I'm so embarrassed.
All right. Well, obviously Thomas didn't see anything wrong with what he was doing, but now he's hearing it from you. What if he toned it down a little bit, Stephanie? I mean, you guys did go on 2 dates, and you had a good time on the first date because you invited him on that second date. What if he toned it down a little bit? Would you be willing to hang out with him again?
Yeah, no, the damage has been done with my parents. The damage is done with me. I am all set to move on. So.
Aw.
Well, Thomas, you heard what Stephanie had to say. It just didn't work out, and I appreciate you coming on with us.
Yeah, bummer. I guess I'll tone it down for the next lady. Guys, thanks for having me on and squaring this away.
Yeah, absolutely.
No problem. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, Stephanie, thanks for coming on, too. You have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Wow. He sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I know. She should have given him another chance.
To tone it down.
Yeah, you know.
I could see why the compliments and the arm around, in front of
People
the
get
dad.
a little nervous and they try to, overdo things sometimes just to play off that they're a different kind of a person. But, I mean, he's probably nervous.
Yeah, but then when you get that feedback from the parents, that kind of can ruin it for you. Let's see what you think about this. Was he in the wrong? Whose side are you on? 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.